I'm Christina Chu. I'm a junior at Mount Si High School, and I've been doing debate for 2 years now.
My name is Asad Jaffrey. I'm a freshman at Mount Si High School, and I've done debate for 1 year.
I'm Brad Smith. I'm a junior.
I'm Mariam Mohammed. I'm in the 10th grade, and I've been doing debate for 2 years now.
I'm Hannah Christensen. I'm a junior at Mount Si High School, and I've been doing debate for 1 year.
My name is Chelsea King. I am a high school English teacher at Mount Si High School. I'm also the speech and debate coach. I have worked as both an English teacher and as the coach for the 5 years that I've been here since 2014. The debate season runs from the first day of school until the first week of February. Postseason runs all the way through June. So as far as the kids compete and are successful, then I end up being here usually till June. We meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Debate usually runs from 2:45 until 4:30. The first year I was here, I was a co-coach. I didn't know anything about debate at that point. I just happened to meet someone who needed help, and I went in and started attending tournaments and fell into it. The kids do a lot of the preparation for club, so it's a really self-directed sort of thing. I'm more of the advisor, and I watch them debate and will judge them and help them work on their different speeches and the things that they're doing for their debate. I also have to proofread their cases, so I have to look and see that they're not doing anything inappropriate. They send those to me before a tournament, and that typically takes anywhere from 10 to 20 hours, depending on how many kids we have that submit cases. This year we had 40 students actively competing in speech and debate, so it was on the 20-hour end to do that kind of stuff.
In 2017, the higher prices translate into higher out-of-pocket costs, premiums, and deductibles, and greater spending by taxpayer-funded programs like Medicaid and Medicare.
The kids who are the most successful probably work 20 hours or more a week during the regular season. I have a team right now who probably works 30 hours a week, and they are by far our most successful team just based on the time that they put into it. And that's 100% outside of school.
What I've learned from debate is to be a good speaker and project my voice, emphasizing the things I want people to hear and kind of delivering the message as concisely as I can.
I've learned a lot more than I used to know. In middle school and at the beginning of high school, I didn't know a lot about the world. I didn't know very much about politics because I wasn't taught that. I wasn't introduced to that in school or through my daily life. But with debate, I was forced to learn these political things. I was forced to engage with these topics that I don't engage with outside of debate, and that taught me a lot about how to see things from different perspectives and how to learn about politics from a way that's not biased.
Debate has taught me a lot about public speaking. It's made me a lot more coherent in my thought process and expressing myself, and overall it's just made me better at arguing and figuring out what position I actually agree with.
We've had some really successful debaters. We go to the Tournament of Champions every year, which is a tournament held at the University of Kentucky where students have to earn bids. They have to go to certain tournaments that have qualifiers to earn points, and we were just there this last weekend actually competing at the Tournament of Champions. So we've qualified to that every year that I've been here, and I've attended there. It's one of the most prestigious tournaments in the country. Also, Nationals is the other big event that happens in postseason, and that's the National Speech and Debate Association hosts a tournament for a week in different areas of the country. This year we're going to Dallas. Last year we went to Fort Lauderdale. The year before that we went to Salt Lake City. We typically qualify. It's very competitive to be able to get a spot. The state of Washington itself only has 6 spots to go to Nationals. We earned one of those 6 spots. There's only 2 in our district, so we're one of 2 from the Puget Sound area to get to go. Tournament of Champions, we were the only team in Washington State. We had 2 teams qualify. We were the only teams in Washington State to qualify for that. We've done the breakdown. I've spent probably, according to our calculations, over 990 hours a year on debate. And the stipend is around $3,000. I'm at my 5th year right now. So it works out to less than $1 an hour. So, I mean, you do it because you love the kids and you want them to be successful, and it's something that's valuable for them, not because it's paid. It would be nice if it was, but it's definitely not. One of the greatest things that I get to see is to see them gain confidence, to see them grow as people, to see them become very thoughtful and just intelligent people who really care about what they're thinking, like what topics they're researching and the things that they're talking about in a debate. I think it's hard though, because there's a lot of downsides to it. I deal with most of the problems. I do have to really take on a lot of extra stress from parents, from the liability standpoint. The liability is extremely high, and anytime we go anywhere, I'm 100% responsible for anything that happens. So on that level, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of, there's a lot that goes into it, and I think that the only reason I continue to do it is because the kids enjoy it so much, and it's something that really they end up valuing and that makes them become the people that they're meant to be. And my hope is that they will go out there and make change and be able to impact the world in some way by being able to communicate and cooperate and take ownership for themselves and advocate, and that all the lessons that they learn here will really give them the opportunity to grow as people and to change anything that they feel like they want to change. So one student in particular that is a junior right now, who is on our most successful team this year, she wants to get into educational policy, and so she's kind of decided, based on all of her debate experience, that is something that she's really passionate about, and she wants to go in and be a teacher and then change the way that schools look at debate and schools look at the way that they teach students, and those are the kinds of things that you don't see right up front. You don't get to experience that just by being, here every day to day, but it's that future, that long-term view that really keeps coaches and keeps me involved, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.